doing?
Good morning.
Alrighty, these 8:30 data drops are always such a hassle for me. Like trading from the carpool line on the phone is not ideal, but just about got away with that one. Alrighty, I a little bit behind this morning. Haven't got the pre-market sheet, so let's just crack on straight into the charts. Obviously, a bit of a sell-off from the overnight. Weren't able to recover 68.43, or at least weren't able to sustain above it during the evening session. Did put a little bit of a failed breakdown in after the open of the 68.24 first down level. Popped up to 43s and then have since faded, and looks like we're heading back down to the bottom of this channel here on the 4 hour, and that will kind of coincide with about the 6700 century figure down there. So potentially a demand zone down there if we can get down to there. So real quick, let's just bust into the trade plan. So above, obviously, if we just lift straight from here, we've got the reclaim of kind of this 78 to 82 zone above, for a potential reclaim long. Would still be a failed breakdown. You've got a traditional failed breakdown, but we'd be coming in from a lot further down, so you'd want to see some very clear acceptance there on that one, I think. So yeah, what's your thoughts on that, Mike? If we just lift straight up from here,
Um,
want a
yeah,
pretty
it's an option,
substantial
but
dip,
obvious.
maybe like a 10-15 point dip off that level before pushing up through.
Yeah, it's an option, but because of how deep this sweep would be, you would want to see some really good type one
Hmm.
acceptance.
Like over
It wouldn't be
maybe
something.
45 minutes or an hour. Yeah, it's not gonna.
Yeah, so I was gonna say that as well. Yeah, you'd want to see something take place for a little bit of time. Just because again, it's at this point it would be a you'd almost actually want to be looking for some sort of higher low to form underneath. That's pretty obvious because otherwise you're going to be carrying a 40 plus point stop, which
Hmm.
isn't really feasible.
Yeah, so something you could put a structural stop under there. Okay, so that's obviously less ideal. If we push up from here to back to the 6780s, and then we're right at this 6739 level. You know, at one of the levels Adam tweeted out this morning, and from the newsletter this morning, I haven't actually drilled down to see kind of where that's coming from. I assume you probably have to go down to like a 30-minute and back to Tuesday's failed breakdown. Maybe it's this low potentially that happened before the main failed breakdown on Tuesday. But anyway, we can watch for a quick sweep of this level off the open, recover. If it's a shallow, wait for the non-acceptance protocol to trigger. Although that's been getting a bit interesting recently. Um, Definitely Adam's entry yesterday back up here at 68.43 seemed a little bit hasty, at least as far as I could tell. Following the 2 minute hold above the danger zone, he got in. I think he said 48. But it hadn't really held 2 minutes above the danger zone. It kind of dipped back to the level and then lifted off. So if you were including all of that in your hold time, but I'm not sure. Maybe he's just reading the volatility and the momentum and taking it more like that. And then beneath there, obviously the big one is this 67.18. So this is kind of the main trade I think everyone's going to be watching today. And with this, looking for a decent flush down to the century figure and then lifting back up to it. So something like this would be ideal, and this coincides approximately with the down channel support line on the 4 hour. Let me zoom out on this one. I mean, my channels aren't super great, but this darker grey line here is approximately around the 6700 level. So if we can tag that and reclaim Tuesday's low, that would be a solid trade there for sure. So I think those are the three main entries. Is that what you're thinking?
Yeah, I mean, my eyes are mainly going to be looking at the 67.19 here. The sell algo is on, by the way, just so everyone is aware. So, don't be looking to really knife catch anything here or take something random. There really is nothing high quality until 67.19 at this point. So, yeah, just a waiting game at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, unfortunately, the 78 failed breakdown didn't really uh, get traction there with NAP. Kind of gave a nice little head fake and then ended up failing out of it. So, that's something that didn't work. I don't know if anyone else here took that, but um, so yeah, because of that, it's Friday. Just focus on the higher quality stuff. So if we get the 67.19, great. If not, yeah, I have no qualms if we need to wrap up the week.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I do think there was potentially a scalping entry, and anyone who's in the Discord, you see like everyone's sort of trading Adam's style, but in slightly different ways. There's kind of the true being as true to Adam's methodology as possible, and then there's perhaps the more aggressive style. I think what we all need to do is sort of take what we learn from Adam and make it our own. You can see, in some of his entries, if you're following his system precisely as he describes it, some of his entries you're like, how does that fit in? But every trade is different, so you have to adapt the system he teaches to both the market conditions, your own style, your own account size, etc. So yeah, it's important that we all take the framework he gives it and us and treats it just as that. It's a framework. It's it's not the be all and end all. Make it your own. So for me, for example, like I actually traded the 82 this morning pretty aggressively. Was able to get like 85 to 90 and cut my runner pretty close to break even on that. Does that conform to the non-acceptance protocol there? No. It's more of a scalper's type of entry. And I know a lot of other folks in the Discord are doing similar things. So yeah, just some thoughts there. Because his entry yesterday seemed a little different, but charting software here on screen right now is TradingView. The other one I use is Edge Pro X. Alrighty, okay guys, that's all. Anything else you want to close out with? I am.
Yeah, should be good. It's Friday as always. So reminder, if you've had a good week, try to preserve that. And yeah, let's see how the session goes, and then review and recap this weekend.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I'm probably gonna hang around for half an hour or so, and then head to the beach, just to rub it in to anyone who's still freezing up north.
All right, man. All right. Hey, actually, it's supposed to be 60 here up north.
Holy
so
moly.
this weekend. So yeah,
Short
60 in
time.
in March. It's not bad.
It's insane. Yeah, we've already hit 90 here in Texas.
Oh my
the other
God.
day. It was pretty rough. So
That is crazy.
yeah, you might want to check yourself before you move down here. All right, guys. Be safe out there. Don't ruin your weekend on a Friday before we even get there. Let's just be patient and follow the system. All right, catch you guys in the Discord. Bye for now.